Now we're turning to breaking news from Chesapeake. Mistrial declared for that trial of the man charged in the death of a child. 39-year-old Richard Humbert was charged with a hit and run last October that caused the death of Forrest Hooper, who was just 8 years old. Chris Horn is live outside the courthouse now. And Chris, what led to this big change, this mistrial?
Yeah, big surprise today, Alicia, in court here in Chesapeake. There was an extended recess. We were wondering what was going on between 11 and 12 o'clock. Turns out the defense had moved for a mistrial, and when the Judge Stephen Telfayan, brought the jurors back in, he granted that motion and explained why. He did not single any of the jurors out, but this is clearly at the feet of the jury itself. Juror misbehavior. He said when he gave them instructions at the beginning of this case, which was just yesterday morning, no independent research, no examination of the location, no internet searches. Do not reach any conclusions until you've heard all the evidence and all the testimony, and you've heard the closing arguments at the end of the trial. All of that's boilerplate. You see that in any case. However, it had come to the attention of the judge, in his words, that the instructions were not followed. There was independent research, there were discussions among jurors, and there were conclusions reached. He said he wasn't going to single out any particular juror, but it was impossible for this case to go forward the way it was. The defense moved for a mistrial, and that defense motion was granted. Now, what happens? By Friday, they have to come up with a new trial date. They're looking at possibilities of next month, or perhaps November in this case. It's been almost a year to the date that this happened. This was October of last year, early October, Battlefield Boulevard South. He was southbound and he struck the young boy, 8-year-old Forrest Hooper. He didn't stop. He didn't file an insurance claim, and part of that was brought up yesterday in some of the opening arguments. So we're going to have to start this trial all over again. We'll have more on this case this afternoon beginning at 4. We spoke with the grandmother of the victim, of Forrest Hooper, what she had to say about having to recharge all of her emotions and get ready for another trial in the case of the death of her grandson. We're live in Chesapeake. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
Chris, thank you very much. So again, no acquittal and no conviction in that case.